Welcome to my books and story time by mybooksummary.com. Let's explore. Finding My Virginity by Richard Branson. If you're familiar with Richard Branson, the man behind the Virgin Empire, you probably know him as an adventurer, a maverick, and a man who's never been afraid to take risks. His latest autobiography, Finding My Virginity, is not just another account of entrepreneurial triumphs or failures. It's an exploration of the man behind the brand. It's about the highs and lows, the personal and professional, the good, the bad, and the downright wild. This book, published in 2017, follows Branson's earlier memoir, Losing My Virginity, but with a new perspective, one that comes after decades of running Virgin and a lifetime of defying conventional norms. A wild ride of business and life. From the moment you open Finding My Virginity, you're transported into a whirlwind of experiences, some daring, some devastating. Branson is known for his willingness to try just about anything, whether it's attempting to break world records in a hot air balloon or taking on business ventures that are far outside his comfort zone. But what sets this memoir apart is his candidness. Unlike many autobiographies that gloss over mistakes or failures, Branson dives straight into them, giving readers a full view of both his successes and his missteps. For Branson, the book is as much about life's lessons as it is about business. It shows that being a successful entrepreneur isn't just about seizing opportunities. It's about resilience, passion, and never letting fear dictate your path. He opens up about his failures in business and how each one led him to greater success. Whether it was the misadventures in Virgin Cola or the struggles of Virgin megastores, Branson doesn't sugarcoat anything. But what's truly remarkable is how he turns these setbacks into learning experiences, always bouncing back with the same enthusiasm. The Virgin brand, more than just business. One of the most intriguing elements of the book is Branson's reflections on the Virgin brand. As the founder of an empire that spans everything from airlines to space travel, Branson explores how Virgin is more than just a company. It's a part of his identity. He talks about the challenges of maintaining the authenticity of the Virgin ethos as the business grew and diversified. There's a sense of pride in how the brand has evolved, yet also a recognition that it's no longer just his baby. Virgin, like any successful company, has taken on a life of its own. Branson describes how he navigated the balance between stepping back and staying involved, and how his role has shifted over the years. What's refreshing about Finding My Virginity is that it isn't just a book about Branson's triumphs in business. It's a love letter to the values that have driven him from the very start: integrity, innovation, and a fierce determination to create something that matters. He discusses the importance of having a purpose in business, how Virgin's commitment to customer service and disruption has shaped its success, and why it's always been more important for him to have fun than to follow the conventional path to corporate success. The personal side of Richard Branson. While Branson is undoubtedly a larger-than-life figure, Finding My Virginity reveals his more personal side. His relationships with his family, his love for adventure, and his struggles with balancing work and life. A lot of Branson's ventures were born out of a desire to live life on his own terms, and the book reflects his belief in living authentically. Branson shares stories from his childhood, his early days starting Virgin Records, and the moments when the pressure of running a business threatened to overwhelm him. He admits that the balance between work and personal life has always been a challenge for him, but he strives to create a world where he can thrive in both areas. In particular, Branson's relationship with his family is a central theme in the book. His wife, Joan, plays a significant role in his life and business, and he speaks lovingly of her. Their partnership is a foundation for his success, and Branson credits much of his ability to keep moving forward to her unwavering support. He also discusses how his children have influenced his thinking on everything from business to personal growth. However, Branson also dives into the difficulties he's faced in his personal life, including the toll that constant travel and the pressures of his high-profile business ventures have taken on his relationships. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and Branson's vulnerability in sharing these struggles makes him even more relatable. The reality of being a public figure with such a demanding schedule isn't always glamorous, but it's clear that Branson has always made the effort to maintain close connections with those he loves. The power of adventure and purpose. Perhaps the most compelling part of Branson's story is his love for adventure. Whether it's crossing the Atlantic in a hot air balloon, flying around the world in a plane, or setting up Virgin Galactic to take people to space, Branson has always been driven by a deep sense of adventure. This spirit of pushing boundaries isn't just about the thrill. It's about living life with purpose. Branson believes that adventure has a transformative power, one that not only shapes his personal life, but also influences the way he runs his businesses. What's inspiring about Finding My Virginity is how Branson challenges the conventional notion of success. He doesn't measure it by the size of your bank account or the number of employees you have. For Branson, success is about making a difference, whether it's through your business or through personal endeavors. He speaks passionately about using business as a force for good, whether it's through his environmental efforts or his push for more sustainable business practices. In this way, Finding My Virginity becomes more than just a story of one man's rise to fame and fortune. It's a guide to living life with purpose, to taking risks, and to following your passions, no matter how unconventional they may seem. Branson's story encourages readers to embrace uncertainty, take on challenges, and always be ready for the next adventure. The Virgin Galactic Dream. A big part of Finding My Virginity is dedicated to Virgin Galactic, the company Branson created with the dream of making space travel accessible to ordinary people. Branson recounts the early days of Virgin Galactic, the challenges they faced, and the moments when it seemed like the project might never take off. But as with all of Branson's ventures, his determination won out. The dream of bringing people to space is just one more chapter in his larger-than-life journey. He reflects on how it represents everything he stands for: pushing the limits, making the impossible possible, and daring to dream big. The space project has faced its share of setbacks, including accidents and technical challenges, but Branson's faith in the project remains unwavering. He shares his vision for the future of space travel and how it could one day change the way we view the world. For Branson, Virgin Galactic isn't just about space. It's about creating a new era of possibilities. Branson's legacy and final thoughts. As Finding My Virginity draws to a close, Branson reflects on his legacy. He acknowledges that he's achieved more than he ever dreamed, but he's not done yet. For him, the work is never truly over. He speaks with humility about the many people who've helped him along the way: his family, his colleagues, and the countless individuals who've believed in him. He's also acutely aware of the challenges ahead, both for Virgin and for the world at large. But rather than shying away from these challenges, he's ready to face them head-on. The book ends on a hopeful note, with Branson looking toward the future with optimism and a sense of excitement. He encourages readers to follow their passions, take risks, and always be true to themselves. It's a fitting conclusion to a life that has been anything but conventional. Conclusion: Finding My Virginity is not just an autobiography. It's a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of living with purpose, and the thrill of chasing your dreams, no matter how big they are. Richard Branson's journey is one of adventure, risk, and innovation, and this book serves as both a personal reflection and a guide for anyone looking to make their mark on the world. If you've ever wondered what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur, or if you're just looking for inspiration to live a more adventurous life, Branson's story is one you won't want to miss. With wit, wisdom, and the honesty that has become his trademark, Branson's memoir is an inspiring, humanized account of a man who defied the odds and built a legacy that will endure for generations. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends, and let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.